Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Am I audible? On my screen, is that visible as well? Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay, hope everyone doing great today. Fine. Yes. Okay, good number of attendees too. That's great to hear. Okay, fine then. As you know, today's topic that is totally based on currency. Currency strategies we are going to learn here. And this is not under the syllabus exactly. This is a kind of complementary strategy we are teaching you. And it may help because, see, why particularly currency came into the picture means like recently many SEBI rules came into picture, like where exposure will not be given on intraday. So many things came, right? And also working professionals are there who are totally held up in the morning time, cannot spend a minute also. So to bring a solution, a small solution for these kind of issues, we just started giving this currency as a part. That means like no need to be active in the morning itself. It's okay if you are coming even after like 12 o'clock or something like that, because the timing of currency is like that. And also like here in the currency, if you are having very low capital, I don't want to invest huge, but a small amount I wanted to like make use for my tradings, in the sense currency will be a good option for you. Okay, so in your money management you can add a small part to your currency as well if you are practicing well with that, because currency may be somewhat tricky and also somewhat confusing. Okay, because the movement and also the denominations which we are using in terms of stocks and commodities are different, but when you're coming to currency we are going to use paisa, like that movement only will be taken. So in that case confusions may happen. Just go with the practice and do whatever I'm teaching you in the live market, so that will help you to learn clearly about currency, where risk is somewhat minimum, capital is minimum, profit is decent profit. You can, I won't say it will be very low and all, but very decent returns you can mint on the same. Okay, so let's get into the topic. Yeah, but before that let me quickly finish our disclaimer part. Okay, so disclaimer, Stock Phoenix is not a SEBI registered entity and its representatives are not a SEBI registered advisor or analyst. The session conducted as part of mentorship program is purely for education and learning purpose only. They should not be considered as any sort of recommendation or advice. All the views expressed are personal. Stock Phoenix and its representatives does not bear any liability. Fine. So now let me take you to the currency part. So currency, in that few things we need to understand firstly, because currency is something new for others, like whoever joined batch 39, maybe batch 38, in the sense you might have got the recordings or kind of stuffs. But coming to the currency part, let me take you from the scratch, because you should be understanding that as well. If not, it will be totally a clumsy part. So firstly, with the basics, understanding timings of currency. As you know, our equity market 9:15 to 3:30 or 3:15, that depends. And currency trading hours will be Monday to Friday evening, that morning 9 to 5 o'clock. Okay, so no tradings at weekends at all. As you know, weekdays only, 9 to 5 o'clock in the evening. And one more update, there is no pre-market updates in the currency. Okay, 9 o'clock sharp it will start, 5 o'clock it will end. That's it. Okay, so this is what currency. I think in the first class we have discussed about this, right? Currency. So equity is the only market which has investment, derivatives, that is futures and options, all the stuffs, IPO, all the stuffs. But when it is coming to the other markets like commodity, currency and all, we have only two segments. That is one major thing called derivatives. Okay, we don't have any kind of cash here, spot here, investment here. We will only be seeing futures and options. Okay, so mostly futures and options. If we are trading also, it's fine. Okay, absolutely fine. So here, why? Because future, I'm telling you, means even to trade with currency future, a very minimum capital only required. Okay, no need to put huge investment. Capital required is just 3,000 to 10,000, if you have, is good enough to start with. Okay, 3,000, you may get somewhat minimum returns. 10,000 is a somewhat decent capital you can have to make some like a good number of lots, to trade with good number of lots in futures too. Here, future in the sense, every time we used to hear capital will be somewhat huge, right? But even here in currency, if you see, future is somewhat high than options, but this is what our budget for currency. This is enough. 10,000, and more than that, out of your practice and experience, add on any number of lots you want. I'll also share you that how many lots you can take and all. Accordingly, you can go for it. Okay. Remember, keeping, expecting higher rewards, risk will also be somewhat equal to that. So if you are taking higher lots, then obviously the risk you are going to keep also will be somewhat equal to that. So remember that and go for it. Simple. This should be discussed with all the segments, not only with currency. Fine. Coming to the next part, and in equity market, if you see, our base for analysis, cash, right? We will be analyzing the technicals in cash chart, and then we will be implementing the same in futures and options, right? This is what our basic rule for equity trading. But here in currency, as I told you, there is no cash, there is no spot. We are going to use future chart. Okay, future chart, not options. Future chart for making our analysis only in terms of currency, not for equity. It's not considered at all for equity. Only when you're coming to currency, as we don't have any choice, we are going with future chart for analysis. Okay, so we are dealing with future chart. Next, and tick will be there, right? Tick size of each and every stock, like market or something like that. So in terms of currency, tick sizes, you can see here, 0.0025. See here, the digits are very, very important. Okay, denomination somewhat bit risky, like what to say, not risky. Somewhat it will be confusing to learn or by heart or remember. It may be confusing when you are telling in terms of profits and losses, but we have to practice. Okay, so it is in terms like it will be tick one size will be 0.0025. That is equal to quarter paisa. Okay, let me first tell you how to read this paisa. Okay, let's get into that first, because without knowing that, obviously learning something is totally out of the box, right? So see here, this is paisa. As I told you, quarter paisa. Okay, this 25 0.0025 is quarter paisa. Okay, quarter paisa in the sense you just divide 100 into 4 parts. Okay, so 100, 75, 50, 25. Right, so this is what here it 25 in the sense quarter, so quarter paisa. And this first, the next one you can see, this is ones. Okay, that means 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 3 paisa. Okay, so when you are getting any number in the second digit, like after the full dot, if you are getting in the second one, then it should be counted as ones. 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 3 paisa. First one is there, right? This should be considered in tens. 10 paisa, 15. That means if we are getting something in that particular area, then you can start mentioning this way: 10 paisa, 20 paisa, 25, 35, like that. Okay, so now let me give example with this. See here, 75.2500. That means 25 paisa. Okay, so 25 paisa here, and you can see here 25 paisa and quarter paisa. Okay, another quarter paisa. Even here 25 paisa, half paisa. 50 means half, right? Quarter, 25, 50, 75, and then 100. So that way. So 25 paisa and 75. That means 3/4 of 100, right? That 175. And then 26 paisa. So this is the tick movement. This is how the currency is going to move. So when you're calculating the profit or loss, if your profit is 0.10, then your profit is 10 paisa. Okay, because first you have to, if you are taking something in the first digit in the sense, it will be considered in tens. Okay, because you should remember, and also it should not be confusing. That's the reason I'm giving you this small example. So 10 paisa, okay. And if you are getting, this is your profit, then this is 1 paisa. Okay, this is 1 paisa in the ones place, not in the tens. Okay, so ones place, this is 1 paisa. This is a common confusion everyone gets if you are starting with currency. That's why I'm elaborating this much, like school kid, don't know, no personal things regarding the same, just for your understanding. Okay, so you may be sitting in a higher profession, and I'm teaching you this one stance. Okay, this may end up in confusion. Even now I'm getting that suddenly, when I'm just like that, going for some like profit and losses calculation, suddenly I'll get this confusion. So happens. Okay, so this is what, any confusions here, like in the one stance, the paisa, no, right? Let me give you a quick example, like a test like kind of thing. Answer me immediately. Okay, so let me take, see, I'm entering around 81, 15. Okay, and I am exiting around, this is my entry, this is my exit. Tell me how much profit I have got. 10 paisa profit. So there is no confusion, right? 10 paisa profit. That's it. So I have got 10 paisa profit here. So how I am going to calculate that? As I told you, this is going to be, that is our 0.1 in the sense 10 paisa. Okay, 10 paisa, because that only I want. You can easily calculate and tell me 0.1. Okay, that is possible, but you have to name in terms of paisa so that confusions will not be there. Okay, so this is 10 paisa because answer will be 0.1, which is 10 paisa. Okay, so this is what, and accordingly you have to calculate your profit or losses and stop loss. Not only for profit or loss, I'm telling about stop loss, target, and all. You need to do this. So in that time, by that time, you should not get any confusions. Okay. So now I think everyone clear with this paisa. So let me take you to the next part. That is, as we are dealing now with derivatives, one term comes into picture, lot size. Right? Lot size. Every stock has a different lot size. Same way in currency, commonly for like this particular thing which we are going to learn, that has a lot size of 1,000 rupees. Obviously, what lot size is there in future? It comes the same in options as well. So 1,000 will be your lot size for currency derivatives. Okay, so and also before that, let me give you a small update. Currency has these 4 parts. Okay, USD INR, JPY INR, EUR European currency, Great Britain Paul. Okay, these currencies and all there, that is connected with our currency. Okay, Indian currency, not dollar, because we are not dealing with foreign exchange at all. Never use a word forex. Use a word currency trading, which is the right term. Okay, forex is something done with a third party, that is something different. Okay, never use that word. It's a currency trading. And also we are not going to deal with dollars. That is not legally done. Maybe with third party, we cannot say it is illegal. Legal, nothing can be confirmed now. But trading in Indian currency, that is INR, is safe for an Indian. Okay, and above that, like whoever lives in the foreign, obviously they can do their dollars and all, but here we can just deal with INR, which is perfectly legally done. If you are facing any difficulties, any complaints you have to raise, you can go straightly raise your complaint. But doing your trade with a third party, issue will be there. Complaints cannot be raised directly, and there are so many constraints in that. Okay, so let's go everything legally. Okay, so in that you can see 3 we have given high risk. So here the strategy which we have created and back tested well is only with USD INR. It doesn't mean that you should not try with other things and all, but be cautious, because this USD INR strategies we have tried with everything, but USD INR stands perfect. It is like giving you good, decent and safe returns and risk. Okay, so in that case, we are just going to deal with USD INR. If you are well practiced with USD and you wanted to go with the other currency, prefer, but not in the beginning, please. That too with JPY INR and all, never think of. Okay, so you can, yes, you can go with EUR, INR and all, but not in the recent times, maybe later after experiencing USD INR. Okay, so we are commonly now going to learn everything in terms of USD INR. Okay, so this is what, and these are the currency. There are as of now types available, and as I told you, 1000 will be your lot size. So how to calculate a profit? As I told you now with an example, if 0.1 is your profit and your lot size is 1000, so 100 rupees I have taken in that particular trade, but I'm not going to just deal with one lot, right? In that case, if I am dealing with maybe 4 to 5 lots, in the sense one lot added, so another 4. So a kind of that way, like your profit will get increased when you are increasing the lot, but how many lots I can take? So that we are going to see. See here, you can take, see, this is what profit, I mean, stop loss and all the stuffs and all. So that we can see as well. See here, future lots for practice, 1 to 5 lot. That means in the practicing time, 1 to 5 lot is fine. 10,000 if you have, maybe it may take additional 10,000, 100 or 200. So that is enough. In the practicing time, this 1 to 5 lots more than enough, which requires a capital of 2,500 to 10,000. That means from 1 lot to 5 lots we have given here. So now it went somewhere 81 now it is. So you may need 10,000, 100, 200 or 500 accordingly. Okay. So you have to use for practicing time, you have to take only 1 to 5 lots by that time. And after that, maybe you are well practiced. Somewhat you need to take your next step. In that case, go with 10 lots also. No problem. You can keep a good capital in your hand and you can go for it. 25,000 or how much ever you want. And expert level, even 25 lots. 25 lots I can take just with a capital of 50,000. Okay, because currency paisa movement only taken. That you have to go after a very good practice in the future trading of currency, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and then I'm consistently making good money. See, never think of money amount, that is 2,000 I have taken, 1,000 I have taken. No, never think of it. How many points you have taken, how much percentage you have kept for stop loss, in that how many got hit. So this way you have to calculate. Never calculate your profit in terms of money. Calculate in terms of points or percentage. Okay, so that will only increase your confidence. Okay, so that you have to check. Maybe coming further, if you are taking 25 lots and all, just think about your position. Now you got 1,000 means that time you can get easily 10,000 also. Okay, so that way you have to practice during your practice time. That is 1 to 5 lot. After that 10, and maybe once getting experienced enough, 25 lots. Okay, so this is what the capital required and how many lots you can go for it. Okay, so now coming to the important part, the stop loss. And in terms of options, if you see, yeah, I have given in terms of future. Let me give you an idea on options too. In terms of options, if you see, you have to go with 5 to 10 lots for practice. Why? Because the capital required for future is more than options. Here, we will not be getting that much capital at all. So in that case, even 5 to 10 lots, you can easily go with. Okay. So here in the option trading, in your practice period, even 5 to 10 lots you can go for. Okay, and for live trading, 25 lots. That means once I get experienced enough, I can even go with 25 lots after that. Okay, I'll show you why these many lots we are going to take. Enough to have 5,000 to 10,000 in your hand for this. Okay, fine. That means during your practice period, I'm not telling about the live trading. During your practice period, 5,000 to 10,000 is good enough. Upon that, like whenever you are going with an expertise level, that time you can add on good capital and you can go for it. Okay. So premium price, that means in the options we'll be having premium, right? 10 rupees, 50 rupees premium, 30 rupees premium and all. Same way, in terms of currency options, we will be using 10 to 15 paisa premium price only, value less than 200. That means each lot, this much is enough. 10 to 20 pies if you are taking an entry also. Let me go with the USD INR. Okay, you can see here the USD INR options, and in that if you are going with here, it is 0.4. If it is 0.1 and 0.2, that is a small premium. See, in equity options, we are thinking, right, 10 to 12,000, invest in one lot options, don't go more than that. If you are in the first week, then 10 to 15,000 or 18,000. So this much we are giving a value, right? Same way for currency also. 0.1 or 0.2, that is what 10 paisa, 20 paisa is good enough with the premium. 0.4 and all a bit higher premium. Okay, you can go with that if you are sure about your technical entry. You can prefer that, but use your like what to say capital accordingly. Okay, keep in the first few months, keep 3,000 to 10,000 max. Okay, don't go beyond it at all. See, just see the capital required. See, one lot if I am taking just 490 rupees I need. Just 490 rupees. If I am taking 10 lots, then I need, that's what I told you. 5,000 to 10,000 is good enough. 5,000 is enough for options actually. So that way you have to calculate. See, that's the reason I didn't go and calculate the margin things and all. Easily nowadays in the terminal itself, clearly it is giving me an idea how much capital I require for this particular position, right? So 10 lots, if I am going also 4,900 is enough. Okay, in terms of option. In case if I am going with future in the sense, future buy, if you see, 10 lots, 20,000. That many we are not going to take in the beginning. Maybe you can prefer 5 lots. So like 10, I told you, right? Now price is somewhat higher, 81 it came. So 10,000, 200 or 300 extra you will be spending. That's it. Okay, and even positional overnight you can see. And one more thing, very, very important. Please go with currency on intraday trading only. Currency, the strategy which we are going to learn here is purely dedicated for intraday. No, not, don't even think of doing it positional. Don't even think of carry forwarding it. Okay, exit before 5 o'clock. That's it. Either you are in profit, loss, whatever stuff it is. Never think of holding. I'm repeating it. Okay, because if you see, currency will be having many freeze, like what to say, gap up, gap downs and all. It will just the first entry. Let me clear it out. Let me take a future chart. Okay, if you see the first candle, see here, gap down, and also see here, gap down. Initial candle will be big, gap down. So gap up here you can see. So current, in terms of currency, this is somewhat frequent happening thing. Okay, even that we might have seen in our Nifty also, but not in the stock frequently. But in currency trading, this is possible. That's the reason. Better don't go for such kind of carry forwarding at all. Finish it on intraday, whatever the profit, let it be. Okay, so this is one important point, very important point. Okay, very important. No carry forward. Close all trades in intraday, either profit or loss. The same thing for option also. For future also the same thing, option also the same thing. And coming to the next important one, the news or some result announcement or something based. We may be getting about stocks and all in news or somewhere, right? For currency, if you wanted to just check, okay, about the news, I'll share the sheet, okay? I'll share the sheet. I'll update that in your dashboard also. You can find it. So I'm just clicking on it. See here, you can see if you wanted to check with one now 430. Okay, Sunday, okay, Monday here, now it is running, right? So currently 9 o'clock, let us see about 9 o'clock something. Once you click on it, you will find the effect and all the stuffs and all here. Okay, so forecasting kind of thing you will be getting here. And also another important part to see here is, see here the red color, the orange color, yellow color things, right? So in that, what this yellow means, normal effect. Okay, normally fine, you can go for it, a common update you can see. Okay, this update, the CB leading index M&M will not be affecting your currency that much, a common effect. Orange means somewhat we have to give importance, that may affect this. Mr. Jordan speaks, right? So if he is speaking, like, it may affect, whatever he speaks, it may affect your currency movement. So that is what orange. So we have to give importance to that. Red is very, very, very important. It may have a huge impact when this particular thing is completed. Once McClellan completes his speaks, maybe that particular time your currency may give a huge difference. Actually, maybe the impact may be more. Okay, so that is what this yellow, orange and red denotes. And if you want to know about that particular speech, okay, Mr. Jordan's speech or else Brainerd's speech, so if you want to know something what's happening and all, you can just click on this particular folder and you can get the information. Okay, so market calendar we have given here, market news and also common news, everything you can see. See, even in the news you can see here, McClellan opening remarks. So his remarks we have given. So updates regarding that particular news we can see in the news update, news column also. Okay, so this is important. If you are going with currency, yes, this may help you to check. Okay, and next day if you see, that is November 15, if you see again red, that is around 6 o'clock in the morning, that is not an issue, but it may affect, they are telling. So when our market gets open, we have to be careful. And also 12:30 Great Britain poll, particularly you can see which currency also, right? So Great Britain poll, so this may affect Great Britain poll by that time. And also the same way you can see USD, see here around 7 o'clock, but that time market will not be open, 5 o'clock it will get closed, but may affect your USD and may see the impact the next day also. Okay, so for that reason this column is given. You can check, we will share you this also in this dashboard. That means under your dashboard this Excel will be provided. Okay, P with limited risk, even that is fine, Mr. Kranti. News or living, no, current news they are updating, so it may be really helpful for you. Okay, so this is what the news which you can check in the like particular link I have provided, like the Forex Factory. Actually this is forexfactory.com. commonly if you are searching also fine, no need of this link and all. Commonly forexfactory.com, that's it. Okay, so this is what the important points I've given. Now coming to the technicals, the entry, we have just completed the basics. Okay, now coming to the important technical entries and exits. See these points, please note down. Okay, important. Stop loss. Commonly you can keep, that is maximum stop loss we are keeping, right? In our equity and all, 5%, 2%, 3%. The same way here, if you are going with percentage, you will be in the next what to say, out of the circle you will go, because this will be confusing. You keep in terms of paisa itself, no problem. 5 paisa. Okay, minimum stop loss 5 paisa. Maximum 7 to 8. Okay, 7 to 8 paisa you can take. That means if 75 point, let me take 02. This is my entry in the sense 5 paisa means 75.07. So this is in terms of shorting. This is in this is in terms of shorting. If it is coming in terms of like buying, in the sense it should go below. Okay, same way decreasing 5.5 paisa below and decreasing 5 paisa above, like that you have to. So 5 paisa will be coming in the second digit. So second digit you have to, not only with that, if it is 75.11 means then if you are keeping 5 points risk, in the sense it will become 75 point where it will be 0.66, right? 75.06 will be your stop loss. That means in case if you are taking 75.11 as your entry for buy, okay, then you may be keeping 75.06 as your stop loss, 5 points, 5 paisa, sorry. Okay, so 5 paisa. So this is how you need to calculate your stop loss and target. Same way, I am keeping 8 points profit, in the sense 75.19 will be my target. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate your stop loss and target. So as I told you, once you get into the practical tradings and all, this calculation will be just like that for you. Okay, so this is the common update. 5 paisa minimum, maximum 7 to 8 paisa. Don't go 10 paisa stop loss at all. Never keep it. Target 10 to 15 paisa. Okay, and trailing stop loss, as you know, it's very common in all our tradings. If we know how to do trailing stop loss, we can create wealth. Simple, right? So the same way you can do trailing stop loss also. Target will be 10 to 15 paisa. Okay, so 7 to 8 maximum stop loss, 5 minimum. That means at least 5 paisa stop loss I need to keep, not 10 paisa, sorry, not 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 3 paisa. If I am getting an entry, even with the technical stop loss 2 paisa, I have to move my stop loss to 5 paisa, then I have to enter. Because 1 paisa, it may hit just like that. So 5 paisa minimum, maximum 7 to 8, and target 10 to 15 paisa per trade. Okay, so this is what our like update, just a small information, so that it will be helpful for you in making your entries and exits. So apart from that, I think I have given everything here. So coming to the future. Okay, so options I have given. Yeah, very important. Cheap options, that means going to below, that means 0.05, that is 5 paisa premium, 6 paisa premium, no, 10 to 20 paisa. Okay, don't go very below also, very cheaper option also don't buy. Decent 10 to 50, 10 to 20 or 30 according to your criteria by that time, and according to the market by that time you can go for it. Okay, so ideal option range to buy 0.12, that is 10 paisa, 18 paisa. Okay, and default stop loss can be 0.02, 2 paisa, 3 paisa. Okay, let me give you here in terms of future, 5 paisa minimum. Okay, and I can just go with 7 to 8 paisa also. In terms of options, 2 to 3 paisa you have to go. Okay, so 2 to 3 paisa option like stop loss is fine. Okay, don't go. Let me. Okay, fine. So this is what for futures, and this is for options. So you have to go with that accordingly. Okay. So now I think with these kind of technicals and basics, any clarifications to be done, because I'm just going to take you to the strategy now. Two strategies are there actually. In that two strategy, one we will do now, and it will not take much time. And then the second one will be very easy, very simple, very effective as well. So any confusions now to get clarified, I'm giving you a few minutes. Please think and confirm me. I didn't go that much. Still, in case if as it is new to you, if you are facing any difficulties, let me know quickly. And no worries, as I told you, I'll share you this Excel also for your information. Okay, fine. So coming to the next part, buying and selling takes same amount of future. Yeah, you can just see here itself. Why to have that confusion? See here, I'm taking buy, right? I'm just going for it. Small difference will be there. Sell will be having somewhat minimum amount. You can see here. So going with buy, 2054 rupees. Going with sell 2038 rupees. Okay. Just now I have updated, I think. So premium in terms of option is different. You have to, that will be very low when compared to option, futures. Option, that is very low. Let I just showed you, right, with this option also. So buying, see here, 40 paisa, one quantity, I need just 427 rupees. If I want to go with 5 lots, 2137 rupees. 40 paisa, like what is that? Option premium. If it is 10 paisa only, then see here, 10 paisa option means 600 rupees, 5 lots also. Okay, your capital required is not that much at all, but don't think that you will be getting minimum profit. Very safe, decent profits you can take, because I'm not going to just take 2 lots, 3 lots. 5 to 10 in terms of options, 1 to 5 in terms of futures. After getting practice, add more. Even 25 lots you can take when you're going with option trading. Okay, so this is what the basic update. That is what I have updated here, right? See here, future 5 paisa 7 to 8. Lot size you can see here, right? One, okay, you cannot see it here, but lot size of this particular currency is 1000 only. No confusion in that. Okay, so lot size is 1000. Okay, so fine. Okay, coming to this part. So as I told you, see here, option, let me go with target in the next block. Futures 10 to 12 paisa you can. And in terms of options, you can take above 5, like 5 paisa, because you will not be taking too much of move there. Okay, so 7 to 8 paisa you can just, sorry, 5 to 8 paisa you can, but you are not going to like wait for this much target. That means if you are waiting, in the sense your technical should obviously prove that. That means you have a good amount of space to move on and all. So that is a question mark. So how to find out everything we are going to discuss now in terms of strategies, using strategies. Okay, so now I'm going to take you with that. Okay, so going with the strategy, I think all the basics I have just covered. No holdings and everything I have covered. Yes. Okay, now coming to the strategy. So two strategies, as I told you, available. Okay, so one is the common strategy which I am going to teach you here. Second strategy is you are already aware of. Okay, bit aware of. So I'm going to teach you in terms of USD INR. Now going with the first strategy. See, take future chart. Okay, never use options now for trading. Future also, why we are using means no other go. We don't have cash. So only for currency, future is being taken. Take 15 minutes chart. Okay, so time frame is 15 minutes. Only for intraday. Don't carry forward at all. So 15 minutes candle time frame. And this indicator, actually, this is available in Zerodha as well as in Upstocks. In other platforms, if you are using, means please check for it. Search as moving. You can see here, moving average envelope. Okay, so moving average envelope, and then edit this. Firstly, period should be 14. See, I will give you this chart as I told you. What and all you have to keep and all, I will share it individually, no problem. So 14, period is 14. I have given field close and shift type percentage. Shift type percentage and shift. Very important. 0.1. Never forget this. Your whole strategy will go waste. 0.1 is my shift. See the difference, right? So now my shift is 0.1, 14 period close percentage, percent, and then moving average type weighted. You remember we use weighted moving average for HEC, same thing. Moving average type weighted. Channel fill, give a tick on it. We need the fill channel. And the moving average envelope top should be red in color, and median you can keep the same, and bottom should be green in color. Okay, why? I'll tell you. So this is the parameter we are going to use. Period 14, field close, shift type %, shift very, very important. Don't give 1, it is 0.1. And moving average type weighted, channel filled, envelope top red. You may always see the top green, but here top is red and bottom is green and median is black. That's it. Okay, this is our setup. Okay, you may think this to be a Bollinger Band kind of thing, but it's not. This is moving average envelope. Don't add Bollinger Band. Okay, that is different. Yes, Mr. Vikram, you will get this recorded. No problem. Okay. Okay, fine then. So coming with the next, that means the entries and all we have to see, right? So now we have our setup here. Let us see how to make our entry. Upper border red, lower border green. Okay, so this is fine. Now coming to the first strategy, execution. Time frame 15 minutes. And moving average envelope, add the setting. I have done it now. Entry will come only when the candle takes support and resistance from top or bottom of the channel. You remember what is support, what is resistance? Here you will be maximum concentrating on that. See here, this way it is. Okay, this is resistance. This is support. This is median, the in-between line. Okay, so how it should travel in the sense, either my stock should face resistance, okay, and fall down. That means within the border, not outside. Outside means it is breached. It is breaching the level. Outside, no entry. Everything should happen inside the border. Okay, inside this only channel. Inside the channel only things should happen. So going up, facing resistance, coming down comes my entry for shorting. Okay, so support, resistance, what it will do? Obviously, it will push it down where I can make my entry. This is what the common usage of resistance. Why I am finding out resistance here means. Same way, support, that is my stock falling down, taking support from this band, that is lower band, and going up, taking support and going up, entering the channel. I need to consider, not below the channel. Entering the channel, I'm considering it, and taking a buy entry. Okay, this is how we are going to use our this particular setup. Okay, now how to find the signal candle, where to find everything, I will tell you. So this is what. So going up, facing the resistance, coming inside the channel, I'm getting my short, falling down, taking support and then going up. Okay, taking support, because if any candle is there which didn't hit your support and reversing means no entry. Same way, going up but didn't hit my resistance, coming down, no entry for short. It should touch the resistance, then only I can come to know it is hitting the resistance and coming down, hitting the support and reversing, going up. Right, so the touch is very, very, very important. If it is not there, your entry is invalid. Okay, so this is one important point. And coming inside the channel only, you have to take. See, so many candles outside. No fresh entries here. No entries here. Okay, everything should happen inside the channel only. Okay, so this is what very important. And also, you may be aware, right, like another important point is the range. That means I could see a small channel here. Is that fine to make my entry? You need to check that also. That means this channel, I'm taking an entry means whether the channel is having a good range to go and how many paisas I'm collecting from this as my profit. So how much it may go, all these things you have to check. And your channel is so thin, better avoid, because your range will be very minimum. If it is somewhat wide, prefer your entry. Okay, kind of Bollinger Band you might have heard. If someone using Bollinger Band, you may be, but this is different, not Bollinger Band. Okay, so if it is thin in the sense, don't prefer entry. As see here, simple, range is very minimum. So here range is somewhat good enough. Okay, so this is what very important. And yeah, coming to the next point, where I have to enter, where I have to exit. Okay, so entry in the sense I got, so my stock should go, I mean my currency should go, see here, touching the resistance, coming down. Okay, touching the resistance, coming down. See, this is taking support, going up for a buy, touching the resistance, coming down inside the channel for a sell. This is what this point. Okay, support or resistance from bottom or top it should give. Okay, that is what the entry. Okay, now coming with the next point, enter above the green candle high and red candle low after taking support or resistance. That means you might have heard the range breakout, right? Candle range breakout and all. So that way it went up and the resistance is formed here and it is falling down. So where I have to, this becomes my signal candle. Green candle will not be a signal candle. You are looking for a short here. So red candle becomes your signal candle. That means it went up facing resistance. It is inside the channel now. So this becomes my signal candle. Range of the signal candle should be checked, because as you know, 5 paisa minimum stop loss, 7 to 8 paisa maximum stop loss. Above that I should not enter. Remember? So that let us check. So just have a check on this. This range, okay, let me go from bottom. 81.3, 81.34. Okay, 4 paisa, right? 4 paisa, 3 to 3, 4. 4 paisa it is. I can keep another 1 paisa also and I can go for it. Okay. And one thing very importantly, breaking the low and coming down. Tell me whether we got any entry here. Did it break the low of the signal candle, the next candle? Answers quick. This is signal candle. The next candle, did it break the low or not? Simple. No, obviously. So there is no entry. No entry at all, because see, this is the signal candle. Okay, red candle. Remember, red candle should be your signal candle for sell. Green candle should be your signal candle for buy. The candle should come inside the channel. So this is the candle red which came inside my channel, and I am just checking the range. You remember in PRB, we will be checking our range of the candle, initial candle. Same way, I'm checking the range of the candle. It is, see here, this is the reason I gave you that tens, ones example and all. The paisa calculation. 81.30, 81.34. 4 paisa? 4 paisa? So 4 paisa is the range. Okay. In that case, I can keep another 1 paisa extra. As I told you, at least 5 paisa stop loss you should keep. Right? Or else max 7 to 8. Below 5 paisa, don't. So I can keep 81.35 as my stop loss. Right? But did I get my entry or not? Means no. Because what is the point here? Entry above the green candle and high and red candle low. After taking, that is above green candle high, breaking the high or breaking the low, you need to go for an entry. What level entry in options? Yeah, that you need to check in the options. I'll tell you. And very importantly, in options, you need to check another one thing. Okay, that means you remember spread. Spread we will be checking, right? The same way, for this particularly, you need to check with spread if you are going with options. Okay. See, in case if I have got an entry here, In case if the low is broken, low didn't break now, so obviously no entry for short. In case low is broken, then 81.29 entry broke, 81.3, right? So I can prefer, see, tick size is 20.0025. So you have to take accordingly. So I can take 81 point, what is that, 3. So I can take 81 point below 25 and all. 81 point, you can see 81.25. You can see the tick price actually 81 point, see here 25.575, 0.25, that is quarter, half, and three fourth. Okay, so this is how it will be. And the 10, see here. So 0.65. If not, you have to go with a 81.25 or 5 or 7. So that way, 0.25 the tick will happen. Okay. So if I am going with 65, no, it should not be. Mine is currently 81.3 I'm thinking of. So below means 25 I can take. Obviously for shorting, I'll be choosing out of the money, in the sense going below, right? 81.25 or 81. Okay, so that kind of put option I can take. USD INR. 81.25. So here, let me keep the chart. So 81.25, 0.45, that is 4 paisa, 42 paisa is given here. So 42 paisa, how much will be my capital required, means for one lot 427. If I am taking 10 lots, then 4,275 rupees I have to invest for this particular options to take 10 lots. 5 lots you can take, decent. 2,137. 2,000 will be 2,000 to 2,500 will be a decent capital you are investing for options. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate for options. Maybe if you are going with buying option, in the sense, that means if you are expecting it should go up, in the sense, then you can prefer any other like strike price. USD INR, what is that, 81.3 now, right? So 81.5 I can take. 81.5 call option I can take. So 0.331 paisa. Okay, if not, I even want to take the higher price, in the sense, you can take 75, 81.75. Okay, simple. 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 81. So this way you will be getting. Okay, so calculate and go for it. Don't analyze anything in option chart. We are going to study with our future chart, and the same thing I'm going to implement in my option trading. That's it. Okay, as we have done for equity, future and option correlation. Go and check that particular session again, F&O correlation. And you can use that in option currencies also. Okay, so now I'm not taking any entry because the low is not broken. Okay, so this is one important point. Either high should be broken or low should be broken. You can see here, coming down, taking support. Simple. Facing resistance, falling down, taking support, going up. Okay, so now it is taking support inside the channel. So if I am taking this as my entry candle, very important, first I need to check with my range. Okay, because this is my signal candle. So 81.09. Oh my God, 81.20. Do you think this is within 5 or 8 points, 8 paisa? Quick answer. Obviously no, right? 81.20, right? So I can avoid this particular thing, not only because of this range. I'm not telling only because of this range. I'm also telling for this median. Okay, because median is something which will also disturb your position. So I need to be careful when I am traveling towards my median also. In that case, if I am I'm entering very near to my median, better avoid. In case if you have taken any entry here also, better avoid, because traveling from Taking an entry and traveling from here till here will give you good profit. Same way, taking an entry here, traveling till here will give you good profit. But taking an entry here and I have resistance nearby means think about your points of target. Right? It is very small. That's the reason. In case of your entry is very close to your median, avoid it. Avoid it. That's okay. We can go for any other entry. Okay, so this is also one important point you should remember. Okay, the same way we are getting another beautiful point. See here, these places breached, no entry out of the channel, comes in, go for the entry. So you can just calculate here, just a minute. $81.27, 81.31. Yeah, 4 points, right? 4 points is fine. Sorry, 4 paisa is fine. Even above that, I can keep 1 paisa extra and I can hold it. So entering below, 81.27 is my entry and traveling towards the zone. Coming near to your median, be careful. Okay, coming near to your median, be careful. And if it comes down and goes in a sense, you can wait till your support exists. Okay, so coming here I could see the candle taking support. Okay, this is fine. And then you can see a reversal candle because it touched, and seeing a reversal candle, better exit your position. So taking an entry around 81.27, exiting around 81.16. Just a minute, let me just calculate it. How many points it is? Taking an entry, 81.27. 81.27 minus 81.16. 81.16. Okay, fine, great enough. So point, that is 11 paisa, I got profit. In case if I have taken 5 lots. Okay, so 550 rupees decent profit within this particular level. Not only, see, this is not only the price it will give. See how beautifully it had given a big level. So currencies at a particular time, it will give you a beautiful profit. And if you are going with multiple stocks, maybe in future, then you may get very good returns also out of it. Okay, not just these points. Okay, this is actually a very minimum point. It may give minimum like 10, 15, 20 and all, easily it may give. Thing is, you need to hold your patience and exit whenever you are getting an entry and exit whenever you are finding a reversal candle. Okay, so this is for an example how to find out an entry with respect to this particular strategy. Okay, and also in case I got one question, just a minute. But next candle low, next candle is low and high range considered. No, see here, it comes within, that is inside the channel, right? So you can just consider this because this is a red candle. So considering this as signal candle, the low is broken by the next candle, taking an entry. Okay, so this is what entry. Okay, around 2 o'clock. Okay, fine, just a minute, let me take it. This one I told you, right? There is no entry at all. There is no entry at all because the range is big. The range is above 10 paisa and all. Maximum stop loss, how much you can keep is like 10, what is that? 5 paisa or 7 to 8 paisa. That's it. Okay. Mr. Kranti, you got my point? Okay. This is moving average. I just explained you with the stuffs, right, Mr. Siddharaj? Like what all the parameters we have to add and all. So this is moving average envelope. Okay, in that I need to edit my settings as well, not straight directly implementing that. Okay, so this is one important point. And above, enter above green candle high for buy and red candle low for sell. Okay, stop loss should be 6 to 8 paisa for future lot. So 5 paisa minimum and 7 to 8 paisa maximum. Target can be 6 to 8 paisa to 12 paisa to trial your stop loss to make money. Okay, so whenever it is coming near, maybe you can reduce your paisa of stop loss. That is from 5 paisa, move it to 3 paisa as your profit goes on, and come in, bring it to the cost as the profit goes on. Okay, so that way, the same what you are doing in equity, you can trial the stop loss when your profit, when your currency, that particular USD INR is giving you a good movement. Okay, but always think resistance, median, support. Okay, accordingly you have to check, and when it reaches resistance and you are in a buy position, your time to exit or your time to start your trailing stop loss. And if your position, that means if your candle comes to the support and your position, what I am telling means resistance, support, you are in a buy position, you started here, going up here, you should be careful, and also going near to your resistance, either you exit your buy or trial your stop loss very neck to neck. Same way for shorting, you are already in a short, you shorted here, it is coming down, even breaking the median, it is coming down. When it is nearing the support, be careful, either you exit or you better do start trialing your stop loss. And also taking support, if you are finding the next entry green candle arrived, in the sense, be careful. So it is reversing, you have to strictly exit your position, don't wait for trailing stop loss also. Okay, so this is important. This strategy may be somewhat, maybe in the beginning it may be confusing, but even this is easy once again. Close all trades intraday itself. I would say this is the very important point. Intraday we are teaching, not positional. Never use this, because we have seen that multiple stop loss hit or multiple losses on backtesting itself. So better don't prefer positional in terms of currency. Start practicing no trading if the chart is outside channel. I told you, right? Outside of the channel, entry is not there. Maybe if you have entered already, it is passing through, means you keep on trialing your stop loss and you wait for a good target. But within the channel only, entry triggers. So in case if you see this is not the right entry, because this is too high, the range is too high. But how to find this particular entry means, I'll tell you, the next strategy will help you for that. So here, in case if you have already entered, these many candles will not affect you, no problem, hold it. When your red candle enters your channel, be cautious, your next entry is ready. So you have to exit, don't trial also. Okay, that means next entry arrives within your channel, means you have to exit your current position. Until unless you can keep trialing. Okay, very minimum, Mr. Digambar. In case if you are taking huge lots, 25 lots, 50 lots and all, I told you in the beginning itself, as you keep your reward, your risk will also be the same way. That much only you will be losing. And also, if your target is 10 paisa, if you are keeping a stop loss 5 paisa. So in case if you are aiming for like 1000 rupees profit, then 500 you have to keep as your risk, kind of thing. So that in terms of lots, you may be going higher with your losses and all, in case if you are taking huge lots. That's the reason I told you, you better practice, then you can go for it. But risk will be somewhat minimum in currency when compared to the other markets actually. So you can just check, but movement will be somewhat there. Either you give how many points, but movement will be somewhat there always in the currency. So in a day, maybe 1 or 2 we will be getting. Okay, so perfectly wait for the entry, then enter. Okay, so this is what, and the last, this is very simple. Tell me, do you want a break, or let me take you another 15 minutes and close the session, because signal theory will not be, I'll give you examples of the current strategy, and completion of this signal will be very, very easy. So yeah, thank you. So let me continue and let me complete it quickly. You can go for the like full break. I'm giving you the full break after that. Okay. So yes, let me complete that. First, let us have a clear idea on our previous strategy, the current strategy. So you can see Here. Yes, just now I think we have seen this because this is too much and we don't have any entry 81.46. Yes, this is too much from 46 to 37, right? So how many points it is giving? I think nearly 8 to 9.9 paisa it is giving, right? So even in that case, if you see, my median is nearby. So maximum, if see, I'm not considering this as my signal candle. I told you, right? Candle coming inside your channel, very important. So this is not my signal candle, candle coming inside my channel, and medium is very nearby. So if you are ignoring with this strategy, I'm repeating again, with this strategy, if your median is nearby, better avoid. Okay, and the next strategy, if you are going in the sense, yes, you can prefer. And okay, so it didn't come inside your channel. You can see here very clearly. Yeah, you can see here it didn't come near because it was a red candle, didn't come inside my channel, so there is no entry with this. Okay, I cannot consider this for entry. It should come inside my channel. Okay, and yeah, in case if I am considering this to go up also, it's not possible because my high didn't break and this is very thin. You can see it is very thin, where if you are going for an entry, it won't work at all. So considering this support is not possible, a red candle. If you are taking, this is a doji actually, I cannot consider that. So in case if you are considering this taking support, the high should be broken. So it didn't break with the next candle, not this. And if you are considering this candle, then your high, once it is broken, you can take your entry. Median is bit nearby, so you have to be careful. 82.28. Okay, so 2 paisa move I can get here. 2 paisa move is there, and above that, that means, see, it doesn't mean that if median is close you should not go at all, but your target will be bit minimum. So in that case, if you are taking any other entry, that would be good. Okay, so you can just go above this, take your entry. Okay, and wait till your next, that is till your candle reaches, touches, very important, touches your upper band. See, this is the reason the upper band color is red. Okay, so once it is touched, you can exit your position, see what happened. Okay, even here, if you ask me whether I have an entry here, means touched, yes, right, perfect. But how is my range? Nearly 10 paisa. I cannot afford this much risk at all if I am taking huge quantities. Okay, so this not to be considered. So in this strategy, I'm telling you. Okay, next strategy, if it is working, yes, it's your option. You can just go for it. Okay, so yeah, taking support. See here, taking support, touching it is going up. So breaking the high, you can see 82.93. Yes, only 2 paisa. I can keep 5 paisa stop loss. I told you, right? If the technical is giving you 2 paisa also, don't keep 2 paisa stop loss. At least 5 paisa you have to keep. And then entry can be 82.94. Be careful when your median is nearby. And above that, till it is touching. Till it is touching, and after that also it just waited. That means it was totally consolidated. Either exiting here near to your like what is that target, that is your resistance. If not, throughout your day will be within some minimum profit. It didn't touch your losses and all, like stop losses and all. Maybe if you have trailed your stop losses, that may be hit by that time. Okay, so entry here, where is your entry? Above 82.94 till 83.05. Okay, this is a good move. So this way you can. Is month ending future is considered for trading? Yeah, no problem. See, you're in terms of futures, no problem. Options in the sense premium will be very low. You can enjoy with your options actually here. Candle coming inside must be closed or no. Inside, if it is closing only, it can be considered like it took the support. Below means it is still on the way. So next candle you can check. Okay, that's a good question, Mr. Kranti. So what he is asking means I should wait if the closure it should happen within the channel or below. If it is happening, it's okay. Below, if it is happening means it is not confirmed to say it is taking support. So above the channel, that is inside the channel, closure if it is happening, you can go. So if the previous candle is closed below the channel, wait for the next candle to close above. That means inside your channel and take that as your signal candle. Okay, so this is very important. And see, consolidation phase is too much. So no touch. See, if there is no touch in your border line, that is the below line, above line, no entry at all. See, this can be considered. I should not leave this. This can also be considered coming down because everything cannot have only success stories, right? Obviously, I should show you where it got reversed. So I can show you this part where it touched a support and went up. So 82.90. 82.85, yes, 5 points stop loss it is, so can be considered. High is broken and reaching. See, this is the reason I told you median, be careful, because that median may also be a very bad hindrance for you. Okay, so reaching your median, better trial your stop loss. Okay, and above your median, better. See, touching your median straightly, it came down, right? So your stop loss is it. In case if you have not trialed your stop loss, obviously you might have taken an entry here and the stop loss is it. Right, the stop loss is it. In case if you are a bit cautious about your median and if you have somewhat raised your stop loss means with minimum loss you should have exited the counter. Okay, so this way you have to analyze, and also never forget this should touch the lower band or upper band, then only it is considered as taking support or resistance. Okay, same way again. Here, see, multiple. In case if you couldn't find anything here, your median is still following you. Better don't any repeated entries. Okay, just wait. Just wait. It is consolidated. Just wait and go for the next strategy if it's working. Okay, same way. You can see this going up. Even this candle closed inside the channel, somewhat inside the channel. So the high 83.0, what is that? 83.04 and 8. I think it's almost around 6 points, right? 4 and 9, 8. Yeah, 4 points too. Yeah, 6 points approximately. The stop loss. So this is fine. 7 to 8 maximum stop loss I can keep. Breaking the low, that is 82.98. I can take my entry. Coming to the median, I have to be careful. And then reaching your target. That is when it touches on the floor, that is the band, you have to be careful. In case, no, you don't want to exit now. You wanted to continue maybe with the flow, then trial your stop loss accordingly and keep continuing till 82.88 from 82.98. So approximately 10 points, 98, 88. So 10 paisa. 10 paisa you have taken here. Okay. So 10 paisa in the sense, how many points you may be taking? Just a minute. How many points? 1000 per lot. 1000 per lot. And now if you have taken 10 points profit in the sense, and also how many lots you are taking? 4 lots. Take 4 lots. Okay, take 4 lots. No, this is, see, this is the same day, right? Okay. I have taken with the positional. I didn't check this. Fine. Thanks for that, Mr. Omkar. Actually, there is a small, because all the grid lines seems to be somewhat similar, right? Actually, this is the previous day, 31st, and till November 1st, I took you. So this is not, this is the right analysis, but this we cannot do as we cannot go with positional trade. So, but this way you can take your entry. This is an example simply, but there is a day divider, but I didn't see that. It seems to be a grid for me. So I didn't see this, but there is no entry if in case if you are near to your end of the day, because we are not going to carry forward. So end of the day, no entry at all. That's a great point, Mr. Omkar. Thank you for that. Click on black icon so that we will get about the candle. Yeah, that is also fine. Let me, yes. Yeah, high and low. Okay, fine. So now this is one point, very important for as we are going with intraday. Never enter a trade nearing your closure. Okay, and coming with the next part. See this. See, this is the same date, right? Yeah. So coming to this part, here I've got a red, green I got here. So this is taking support and going above 82.55. Yes, 2 points, sorry, 2 paisa. So I'm taking an entry here and I'm getting careful with the median. And yes, it goes on until it gives me an opposite position. I can keep holding, but strictly trailing the stop loss. Without stop loss, you should not hold it. Where Mr. No, see, the closure happened within your zone, right? Mr. Kranti, closure is inside your channel. Why not? You got my point, Mr. Kranti? So it just closed it below. I'm considering the high break. Okay, no, signal candle should be green. See here, signal candle is green. High breaking, I cannot see whether it is a green candle or red candle. See, now I can able to see it ended red. But when it was opening and going above my candles,